Hi, my name is Mont Blanc, and this is my first year using the Hobonichi Cousin. Um, and I just wanted to document part of my journey with it. I have used Hobonichi in the past, but I used their A6 size, and this year I decided I wanted to upgrade to the Hobonichi Cousin. I'm having to do a voiceover for this part because I didn't realize how much background noise was getting picked up by the microphone. So, sorry if it sounds weird or if the audio doesn't line up with anything. Uh I Here I'm showing off my nails. So excuse the missing thumb. Um the reason I also upgraded to the Hobonichi Cousin was because of the sweet cacao cover that came out for it. I'm a huge fan of the Neapolitan theme, as you'll see throughout my videos. I think it's a really cute theme, so I was already debating on upgrading. Here I also don't even realize at first that my planner's out of frame, but don't worry, I fix it soon. But for January, I wrote down some of my goals, some bills to keep track of, and then I also have a section for my top songs. Every month I want to write down my top 3 songs of the month. And there's more blank section around the month that I don't know what I'm going to fill it with yet, or maybe it'll just be blank. Who knows? I don't. um For the January monthly layout, I used a sticker sheet from Daiso. I have another Daiso sticker sheet that I'm going to use for another month too. It's like a bear tea party theme. I thought it was really cute. I want to try to keep with one consistent theme throughout my entire Hobonichi, but just slightly adjusting it for each month so I don't get too bored, but I at least have something to go with and I'm not starting from a blank page each month. And there's the other little the Hobonichi Daiso sticker sheet. Had to blur out that section. Whoopsie. I started to fill out February, but I stopped because I was like, well, don't get ahead of myself. I think here I'm just fidgeting. I forgot what I was talking about, and now I'm doing a voiceover. So that's very smart of me. I think several times, yeah, also, not that you can hear, but several times I had to stop and get up because these dogs I'm watching were barking at nothing. And I'd have to get up and go show them that no one's there. I'd open up the door and they'd be like, just stare outside. Like, yeah, no one's there. I think you're going crazy. I'm yapping about something here. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I probably should have, like, I don't know, maybe looked back at what I was saying here. But I'm really lazy. It's already 5 p.m. as I'm editing this, and I wanted this to be done sooner. Okay, finally, we're at the weekly section. Finally. Um, so this is for the first week. Thursday is New Year's, so I originally recorded this on Sunday, the Sunday before the first week of my Hobonichi. And being completely honest, I stared at this page for a long time. I had some sticky notes that I removed earlier. Those were just some important dates I wanted to write down in there, and then a few things for a game I play, some events coming up. That's really important to me. I had to write it down, and so I ended up pausing and taking the time to write in pencil everything that I wanted to. Important dates I wanted. Not dates, important tasks. And I also wrote down my 3 daily guild battles for my game. Just to fill up space. I don't really miss them. I don't have to write them down to remember them. I just wanted to put them down and to fill in space and have something there for me. Okay, so I have to re-record the voiceover I did from this point on because I ended up cutting out some parts. My head got in frame a few times and it just really bothered me, so I ended up cutting out those parts. I originally was just gonna maybe blur it, but I was like, no, I can just delete it. But I had already recorded the voiceover. So hopefully I don't miss anything I said, and I also may repeat some things I've already said. I was probably repeating a bunch of stuff I already said anyways, because I yap, and forget what I yapped about. I think I already mentioned writing everything down in pencil, all my tasks I wanted to get done for this week. I think it took me like 20 minutes just to write down everything in pencil and think of when I wanted to do stuff. I have a really hard time visualizing how much time something is going to take. I either overestimate or underestimate something. I either I'll think, oh, this is going to take me 3 hours to do, but it gets done in 15 minutes. Or I'll be like, oh, this will only take me 5 minutes. And then next thing I know, it's 5 hours later. Maybe it's an ADHD thing. I think it probably is. I do have ADHD. I have been diagnosed. But maybe my inability to visualize time is because I'm just a bit silly and stupid. But we try our best. I'm writing down non-important tasks like my guild battles and whatever else with pink, and then important stuff is with brown. The brown sticks out more. The pink is really light and hard to read, as you'll see in a bit once I actually get down to writing them. I was yapping about something. I'm yapping this entire time. Can't lie. The entire original video and this entire voiceover is me yapping. What do you think about trying to find the words is always so hard. I'm doing this without a script. I'm trying to remember what I talked about in the original video and what I talked about in my voiceover that I have to now re-record. In the future, I'll write down some talking points. I don't think I could script out a full video because another thing with the visualizing time, I probably couldn't figure out how to write a script that was the accurate length for what I need. But let me know if you prefer longer plan with me videos or shorter ones. I like both, but with the shorter ones, it's so hard to properly plan with them because they're so short, and I'll put one on in the background as I plan, and then all of a sudden they're done planning and I feel like I haven't even finished half of Monday in my planner. And also, do you guys plan your week like once the week has started, or do you plan it before? I like to plan it ahead, and then just as the week goes on, add what else I need. Here I zoomed in so you could better see what I was writing. Not that I think you can see it that well. I just don't know if my phone wasn't focused or if my camera was blurry, because you can see a little bit of my hair, but there it goes. So I'm sorry for any weird cuts in the video because of me editing out most of when my hair is in frame. Hopefully it's not too annoying. I'll do better in the future to not have that happen. I was also working with a really weird setup. I'm away from home currently, so I stacked 2 rolls of paper towels onto each other and set my phone on it, and then I just cropped the video for this. So, a bit of a weird angle. And I'll be honest, at home, I don't have a good setup either. What camera do people use to, like, record them writing? Like, I know people use tripods, but is there, like, a specific one people use? And they, like, for it to go over the desk or something? I don't know. And if you know, please tell me. It would be very helpful. I hope by the end of the year I'm able to slowly work on a better setup for this, and hopefully I upload consistently. I'm not gonna shoot for every week, but I want to shoot for 80% of the weeks I have a plan with me video. And maybe I'll also do some, like, daily journaling, but I think it'll just depend on the day, because I do want to write some personal notes in my Hobonichi, but maybe on days that aren't so personal, I'll do some journaling. I saw people making a dopamine menu, and it's to, like, help them not doom scroll. I think I'm pretty good at not doom scrolling, but I do want to make that dopamine menu, and I think it would be a good day to fill one of my daily pages with is a dopamine menu, and I can just, like, put a little bookmark on that day. And that way I can easily flip back to it if I don't know what to do. I do like to bring my planner with me wherever I go. I'll write my grocery lists in it. I'll write down just whatever I need for that day. That's why I also wanted to upgrade to the Hobonichi Cousin was because it gives me more room to write and use it for daily stuff. I was beginning to feel so limited with what I had in the A6. I also apologize if you hear me fidgeting with stuff. Talking to myself, I feel very nervous, and like I said earlier, I have ADHD, so fidget, fidget, fidget. Oh, I'm sorry, my hair wasn't trim again. But I'm probably not going to edit that out because I'm doing this voiceover and I don't want to re-record it. Oh my Hold God, on. That's... Oh. I think I mentioned this to a friend once. When the paper smushes when you're erasing, it actually upsets me so much. Oh no. I'm only slightly upset. Oh, let's do the files. Okay, we won't do it again. I know the trick to not wrinkle your pages is to not go back and forth. It's to just go one direction, lift up your eraser, and start over. Like that. It really helps. But it's just so much easier to go. Back to voiceover Mont Blanc. I ended up not doing a voiceover for that section so you could hear my genuine reaction to wrinkling the paper. Ooh, makes me so mad just thinking about it. And then you hear my little rant about it. There was a cut in it because my hair got in frame, so sorry about that. But, oh well. Okay, I took a break for my guild battle. And I kind of forgot what happened already in my voiceover. And I didn't go back and listen. Oh well. Have I talked about how I want to, in 2026, get, used to plans changing and that it's okay if my plans get ruined. It doesn't have to. If one day's plans get ruined, it doesn't have to ruin the entire week. Because that is something I want to work on. I feel like I know I talked about it in my old voiceover. I don't know if I've talked about it in the new one. I'm so sorry if I say the same things over and over again. I have 30 minutes of video. And I don't know how I talked the entire time in the original video. I think I went over and over myself again and again. Something I want to make for 2026 is a dopamine menu. I saw a video where someone made their own dopamine menu. Things to do instead of doom scrolling and stuff. And I thought that would be a good idea for me to make as well. And I feel like I want to do it in one of my daily Hobonichi pages. I feel like that'd be a good thing to fill one of my daily pages with, and I can bookmark it and just flip to it whenever I need to. I want to do some daily journaling, but I don't know how often I'll be doing, if any videos. I might do one over my dopamine detox, but I want to do one I want to try to make, more weekly plan with me's as much as I can for at least 80% of the weeks for 2026. Maybe even 90%. I don't expect myself to make one for every week, but I am trying to get one for as many weeks of 2026 as I can. Another thing I want to do for 2026 is to make a bingo instead of resolutions. That's another idea I got from a YouTuber. So for this year, instead of doing New Year's resolutions like people typically do, I'm going to make a New Year's bingo. I'm not quite sure what I want to have for my bingo yet. I might do like a 3x3 instead of a full bingo sheet, because that'll be easier. I do have like monthly goals I want to reach, but I think I'm going to do a bingo for the full year. If you are watching this, I want to say thank you. I don't know why you're here. I don't know what I'm doing. And so if you have any suggestions, please leave them down below. Any like tips, tricks, suggestions, things you want to see. If you prefer long or short videos. And I mean by like short, like if you prefer a 10-minute length, or if you prefer like this like length, 30 minutes. I don't know if I'll post any YouTube shorts, because don't really know how I'd make any in a style I like for my Hobonichi plan with me. I do want to say that I am very nervous. This is my first YouTube video. And this is my first time using the Hobonichi. Here I'm just flipping back to what colors I used and deciding the colors I want to use for when I decorate. Ooh, are we finally getting into decorating the weekly layout? Oh, here's another thing I want to do. I'm writing down birthdays for the week, and one of my hobbies besides journaling is to draw. And I this year want to draw more character birthday arts as time goes on. So I'm making it a goal of mine to draw birthday arts for characters ahead of time so I can post them for their birthdays. Because I know this always happens, is that it gets to someone's birthday and I was like, oh, I really wanted to draw like a birthday art, and I know I can't crank it out in one day. So that's another goal of mine this year, is to get those birthday arts done ahead of time and try to do as many birthday arts as possible. Will also get me to like finish art more. I tend to leave a lot of stuff incomplete. And even if the like artwork isn't completed, as long as it's quote unquote finished, you know? I'm trying to not aim for perfection, but for completion for these. I can work on perfecting other art that doesn't have a time limit. If you do want to see my art, it'd be very appreciated, but you don't have to. That's probably not what you're here for, but I'll leave it linked down below. Um, Beyond putting the birthdays in that section, I really don't know what else to write down for that side column. I see some people will put things for that week, maybe to-do list or stuff, but I think I want to save my to-do list for one, writing them down in the time block, and then also in my daily timetable and like on my daily pages writing a to-do list. So I don't know what that side section's gonna be yet, and that will probably change throughout the year too as I try to figure out how I want my weekly setup to be. I'm so sorry. I just realized you can hear whenever I get a notification. I turned that off. Don't worry, so you shouldn't hear it anymore. But I'm sorry. I'm just so unprofessional. First time YouTuber, first time video editor. I'm just kind of going with the flow here. I was showing off my stickers. I got this set of stickers from my mom. She gave them to me, and I plan to use them for my weekly layouts as much as I can until I run out of them. I don't finish decorating the weekly layout in this video because I tend to I'll be finishing out my weekly layouts throughout the week as I fill in my tasks, and I just decorate the blank spaces within it. So I'll try to post a photo at the end of each week of the finished layout too, if I remember and if I like how they look. Oftentimes, if I don't like how something looks, I'll just like delete it. I'll pretend it doesn't exist, and I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. Who did this? Whoa, who? I said I was gonna post that. Whoa. I do use a mix of like drawing some doodles and then some stickers. I do want to get some more like decorative stickers to use for my planner. But for now, I work with what I have. For this week, I need to do some cleaning. I wanted to do some like cleaning before the New Year's to like get me in the mood and set up for like the upcoming New Year's, but I am not at home currently. I'm pet sitting, and so I can't do a whole lot of cleaning. I did do some digital cleaning. I went through my phone gallery and deleted over 10,000 photos and videos from my phone. And I freed up 414.5 gigabytes of storage off of my phone. I think it was a very much needed deep clean. I used to have about 97% of my phone storage used up, and now it's down to 16%, which is insane. Like, holy shit, I practically have a brand new phone again. I just added a little chocolate drizzle to the, what is that? The like month section, the month box. And then I'm doing like a little outline drop shadow mixture thing. I try to keep a Neapolitan theme throughout this whole thing, so I'm using browns and pinks, trying to do like chocolate theme, because it's one of my favorite aesthetics. I think it's super cute and very yummy looking, and also kind of easy to do, even if... I'm sorry if you hear that. There is a cat being crazy in the background. But the Neapolitan theme is really easy to keep, even if you aren't like very skilled, because you can do like a little squiggle of like brown and it looks like a chocolate drizzle. Or, you know, you just fill in a block and it's a chocolate bar. It's very simple and not a lot of work, but you can also easily add to it and make it something like extra and special. Since I can't clean my like own home and get ready for the New Year's, what I'm doing is I'm just doing some cleaning of the house I'm pet sitting for, because it doesn't hurt, and then it's going to be a nice surprise for the family when they get back home, that you're going to come home to like a house that was even cleaner than you left it. And I think I might also bake something if I can. That's another one of my hobbies, is baking, but I don't do it a whole lot because it's just I'm eating too many sweets. I like to try to limit myself. I have such a really bad sweet tooth, but what I've been doing to help limit how much extra sugar I eat is that if I want something sweet, I have to make it, which has helped me improve my baking skills a lot. But then also I feel like I accomplished something.
This is what I ended up
and
with.
then the extras,
there's still more decorations I want to
I
add,
give to my friends and family as well.
But this is it for now as the week goes on, and I fill out
we're getting close to the end here.
I'm going to also
So this is what the weekly layout looks like for now. Thank you for watching.
I guess this is goodbye.
I really don't know what to say.
You for
please
watching.
Subscribe. Please leave any suggestions. I'll post a photo at the end of the week of what the finished layout is.
Hobonichi weekly vertical
layout. And I'll see you guys again next week for my next weekly video. And
this is my first time
it
doing
may
this
look a
type
bit
of
different,
planting,
or
so
maybe not. I'm not sure at this point yet.
A lot of new things for me this 2026.